Turn to everyone. So this is the continuation of the video last time, which is about statistics. Okay, so I'll be sharing with you the lecture on our topic for this afternoon. So hopefully you can see it. Okay, so we're going to discuss the measures of central location. Okay, so these are the mean, median, and the mode. Okay, so I'll be defining them. I'll be showing you the solutions, and I'll be solving a few problems. Okay, for each one of them. Okay, so first is the mean or the average. Okay, so the mean of a data set is the average of all the data values. Okay, if the data are from a sample, the mean is denoted by, so a small letter x with a bar on top as an x bar is equal to the summation of x sub I, or all the given values divided by n. Okay, so total number of the sample size. Okay, now if the data is from a population, the mean is denoted by mu. Okay, so mu is equal to the summation of x of I all over the capital letter N. Now, capital letter N represents the population size. So the main difference is N here. Small letter N is a sample size. Okay, so how many did you get as a sample? Okay, and here is the population size. So meaning lahat sila is kasali. Okay, so let's solve an example. Okay, so example number one, the number of employees at 5 different drugstores are 3, 5, 6, 4, and 6. Okay, so treating the data as a population, so meaning parang lahat nandyan. Okay, it's kabuuan ng lahat. Okay, 5 drugstores, that's okay. Find the mean number of employees for the 5 stores. So it's a population, so we're going to use mu. Okay, is equal to summation of x of I, so all the variables, all the given data. Okay, all over capital letter N. So since the population, we use capital letter N. Okay, so just a summation of all the employees of all the drugstores, 5 drugstores. We have 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus 4 plus 6 divided by the number of drugstores, which is 5. Okay, so we get 24 over 5, or 4.8. So that is the mean. Now, 4.8, we could round it off to 5. So we're talking about employees. Okay, so tao ang pinag-usapan natin, empleyado. So hindi naman pwedeng ilan ang empleyado mo, empleyado ko is 4.5. So that cannot be. So meaning one person is only half. Pwede naman, no? Maliit siguro, mid-set, but no, hindi siya pwede. So kung ganito siya, we're talking about not variables, not a digit, or not weights. So tao ang pinag-usapan. So dapat whole number siya. I think you get my point. No? Hindi pwedeng ang tauhan ko is 4.8. So the average is 5. Okay, so convert the answer into 5, rounding it off. Okay, so next example. Okay, a food inspector examined a random sample of 7 cans of a certain brand of tuna, okay, to determine the percent of foreign impurities. Okay, repeat. A food inspector examined a random sample of 7 cans of a certain brand of tuna to determine the percent of foreign impurities. Okay, the following data were recorded. Okay, so 1.8, 2.1, 1.7, 1.6, 0.9, 2.7, and 1.8. Okay, so compute the sample mean. Okay, so sample siya. Okay, so remember the problem states that the inspector examined a random sample. Okay, so our formula will be x bar is equal to summation of x of I all over the small letter n. Okay, so your x of I given all the values 1.8, 1.2, and so on. So we add them divided by the number, okay, small letter n, number of samples. Okay, so we get 12.6 all over 7. So our answer is 1.8. Sorry about that. So 1.8 now, hindi na kailangan round off into 2. So we're talking about impurities. Okay, so it's 1.8 to be considered. Okay, so next, we go to weighted mean. Okay, so the weighted mean of a set of numbers, x sub 1, x sub 2, and so on until x sub n, with corresponding weights. Okay, W1, W2, until, of course, Wn. Okay, how many? If the sample has let's say 5x's, you should have also 5w's. Okay, so it's given by this formula. So it is capital X bar, okay, weighted mean is equal to W1 sub 1 multiplied by X sub 1 plus W sub 2 multiplied by X sub 2, and so on until you reach the point how many samples or how many items are there. Okay, so it is divided by adding all the weights. Okay, so it's better to understand. It's easier to understand with an example. Okay, so I've placed arrows here, okay, for you to easily understand it. Okay, so during a 1 hour period on a hot Sunday afternoon, Piolo served 50 drinks. Okay, so 50 drinks. Okay, he sold 5 drinks for 50 pesos, 15 for 75 pesos, and 15 for 90 pesos, and 15 for 150 pesos. Compute the weighted mean of the price of the drinks. Okay, so as you can see here, your X is the price, okay, for each of these cold beverages or drinks. Okay, so we have 50, 75, 90, and 115. So these are X's, X sub 1, X sub 2, X sub 3, X sub 4. Now, what are their weights? So meaning, yung first mo is only 50 pesos, pero ilan ba ang nabenta? So that's the weight, that is the value or magnitude of ilan ba talaga, ilan ba ang 50, ilan ba ang 75, ilan ba yung 90. So those are considered the weights. Okay, so dito sa first we have 5. He sold 5 for 50 pesos, then he sold 15 for 75, and then he sold 15 again for 90, another 15 pieces for 115 pesos. Okay, so I repeat, your excess are here the prices, and your weight is how many were sold. So yun ang bigat niya, that's the weight. Okay, so overall is you add all the values together. So we have 5 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15. So all in all, 50. So parang lahat lang ng mga weights nila, kung ilan ba talaga yung nabenta, yun yung denominator mo. Okay, so you add all the values together. So we have 4,450 divided by 50. So you get 89. So that is the weighted mean of the price of the drinks. Okay, so hopefully this is clear. So I added a few arrows here for you to easily understand the problem. Okay, so that's for weighted mean. Now let's go to the median. Okay, the median of a data set is the value in the middle when the data items are arranged in ascending order. So hindi pwede na given na random yung mga numbers mo, then you just get the one in the middle. No, you have to arrange them. Okay, ascending order. Okay, so from the lowest to the highest. Okay, for an odd number of observations, the median is the middle value. Now remember, middle value siya when you have arranged them. So pag let's say 81, 86, 85, 84, 87, 81, so on. So marami silang random. So kailangan mo muna i-arrange ascending order. So from the lowest to the highest. Now, if they are odd, meaning kunwari sample mo is 7, so the fourth is your median kasi odd number. Kung 9 yan, yung fifth number mo ang median. Okay? For an even number of observations, and the median is the average of the two middle values. Okay? The median may be reported instead of the mean when the data set includes a few extreme values. Okay, so the median, I repeat that, the median may be reported instead of the mean when the data includes a few extreme values. Okay, so let's look at the symbols. Okay, so if the data are from a sample, the median is noted by X. It's called a tilde. Okay, yung parang sa Spanish for senior, Espanol. Okay, so it's called the tyndall. Okay, so yung nasa ibabaw na X mo. Okay, and then when sa population, it's mu again with the tyndall. Okay, so nasa ibabaw din. So that's your symbol. A sample again is X with a tyndall, and population is mu with a tyndall. Okay. So let's have an example. Okay, they're just simple examples. Okay, normally you have around 50 to 100 and more items that you have to arrange. Okay, so on a 5-term test in SAD, so SAD it's not yung parang malungkot. No, SAD is subject in IT, in computer studies. Okay, it's design. Okay, a student has made grades of 82, 93, 86, 92, and 79. Okay, find the median of this population of grades. So, like I said, the given value should be arranged from the lowest to the highest, ascending siya. So before you get the median, let's say, example, in this one, 82, 93, 86, 92, 79. If you're going to take the middle of this, it's 86. Okay, since we're going to arrange them, 79, 82, 86, 92, and 93. So it's an odd number. Okay, so odd number siya. So pag odd number, yun nasa gitna, that is your median. Okay, so this 5, so middle is 3, that is 86. Okay, so your mu tyndall now is equal to 86. Okay, so it's for a population. Kasi lahat ng mga grids nandito na. Okay, let's try another one. The nicotine contents for a random sample, okay, it's a sample. Okay, so we're going to use X with the Tyndall. Okay, random sample of 6 cigarettes of a certain brand are found to be 2.3, 2.7, 2.5, 2.9, 3.1, and 1.9 milligrams. Okay, find the median. Okay, so we're going to arrange them, sending order again. Okay, so this one is 1.9 until 3.1. So in this case, even number siya, it's 6. So walang gitna yung 6. Okay, so kunin mo yung dalawa, which is yung third and your fourth. Yun ang ginas. Okay, so add them. It is 2.5 plus 2.7 divided by 2. Okay, so this is for even numbers. So pag even ang numbers ng mga given mo, sample or population, the 2 in the middle, okay, you add them, get their summation, and then divided by 2. So in this case, it's 2.5 and 2.7. So divide by 2, so you get 2.6. Okay, so that's how you get the median. This is for even numbers. And for example, this one is for add. Pag center siya, sa add is madali siyang makuha. Okay? Pero in this case dito, yan, dalawa sila. So divided by 2. Pagtas mo silang inan. Okay, now let's go to the final measure. It is the mode. Okay, the mode of a data set is the value that occurs with the greatest frequency or pinakamaraming beses siyang lumalabas. Okay, the greatest frequency can occur at 2 or more different values. Okay, if the data have exactly 2 modes, the data is bimodal. Okay, if the data has more than 2 modes, the data are multimodal. So ibig sabihin, let's say 10 kayo sa classroom. Okay, so ibig sabihin nun, ang grade nyo kunwari is 85 and so on and so on. So pag 10 kayo, yung dalawa doon got a grade of 85, yung dalawa nakakuha ng 86, and then yung dalawa nakakuha rin ng 87. So yun yung highest value, 2. So pwedeng tatlo yung mode mo, basta equal sila. Okay, hindi lang isa. Okay, so this one is only I think one mode. Okay, so here, if the denominations from the residents of a fairway forest towards the PhilLang associations are recorded as 9. So donations na are recorded as 90, 100, 50, 90, 90, 70, 80, 60, 100, and 110 pesos. What is the mode? Okay, so in this case, as you can see, the highest frequency is 90. 3 times siyang lumabas. Okay, so tatlong beses siya. So your mode now, the highest, okay, na pinaka palaging lumalabas with the highest frequency is 90. So your mode is 90. So like I said, let's say one here, this 90 here, this 90 here is an 80. It's an 80. Imagine that this one is an 80. Okay, so meaning you have 2 90s and 2 80s. So you have 2 modes, 90 and 80. Since pareho silang dalawang beses na lumabas, they have the highest frequency of the given sets. Okay, so I think that's all for this topic. So this is in measures of central location, the mean, mode, and median. Okay, so that's it for now. That's I'll be continuing with other topic statistics, but that's for the central measurements, that is mean, mode, and median. So hopefully this helped you to understand these measures of central locations. So that's all for now, and I'll see you again in the next video. Good afternoon again.